Hello farmers, welcome back to Wyther Farms. I did not want to wake you guys up too early this morning, but I've been busy here already. As you can tell, I have gone ahead and fed the chickens this morning. I fed the pigs, topped them off with some water. But last night I called the farmer who owns the two fields that's behind our farm. Just letting him know I do have interest in possibly maybe buying the fields from them. Not anytime soon, but just really fishing out there to see if they're interested in selling. And we talked for a little while, and that's when she told me, well, would I like to harvest the field for her? And I was like, sure, no problem. What would you like to do with the straw, I asked. And she said I can do whatever the straw that I please. I could chop it if I want to swath it and sell it, take the bales. That's fine with her. So that's what we're doing. The pigs do need straw, but we're going to get it right from this field right here. I'm going to make some bales and keep some bales for myself and probably sell the rest. I am getting paid rather well to do this field too, so yeah, I'm not going to shy away from that at all. But she does want me to sell the barley straight away. I did offer her to store the barley in my silo until the prices are better, then sell it for her later on, but she needs to sell it today apparently. So we'll be delivering it down to Alien Grains on the other side of the town. Let's see here, I just got to go ahead and grab my Massey Ferguson, which I'm using to unload this, and I appear to always be on the opposite side of the field from where I just unloaded. Could not get no help this early in the morning. That is fine. And the reason why I'm doing it this early is because my silage bales should be ready in somewhere around 10 o'clock this morning. So I'll be able to pick those on up and bring those over to the BGA and dump those in. And that's pretty good because I'll get the BGA just about all day to process that silage. And I should get paid rather well at midnight. Should get like somewhere around 80 grand in the bank account. And then I'll be able to, once I get the bales off the grass field, I'll be able to go around and spread some fertilizer as well. And the grass fields will be good to go for the next harvest in about another month or two. Probably 2 months from now. Grass doesn't grow that fast here in Wyther Farms. So, but the grass field will be ready. So like I said, I'm getting paid rather well from this field here. So that's good. And then I'll get the straw bales. I think I'll just keep maybe like 3 or 4 straw bales for now because I don't really have no place to store them. And I'll sell the rest up at the livestock market. And then when we harvest our field, which my fields are not ready yet, I'll probably store those hopefully in a shed I'll have by then. So, by the time I wake up tomorrow, I should have over $100,000 pounds in the bank account, and half of that will go towards the Massey Ferguson that's sitting here, and then the other half, part of it will go towards the shed, and then of course I got to pay for lime and fertilizer for our grass fields. But this job should take me, I don't know, maybe until like 9 o'clock-ish, somewhere around there. Yeah, I was trying to get some help for this field, but no goers want to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning in the middle of a hot summer day. It's going to be a hot day when it's not even 6 o'clock in the morning yet, and it's already 75 degrees Fahrenheit out. It's going to be a hot summer day. So, yeah, like I said, I talked to her about my interest in purchasing this field. I did tell her, I don't think I'll have the money for it this season. But next season I could be kind of interested into it. And if she had any interest in selling the fields, I mean, she's kind of hinted before that she would. But, yeah, in talking to her, she goes, well, yeah, no, it's just going to be too much work for her, and she doesn't want these fields over here that much longer. So, possibly next season we'll be going ahead and diving into purchasing these fields. But I'll talk to her a little bit more over the upcoming winter. I say upcoming winter, we're only in July here. But this upcoming winter, and we'll see what my finances are then. Bringing our first load on down to Alien Grains bright and early. Luckily the gates were open for me. Well, one of the gates were. Doesn't look like the other gate's open. Maybe she called and told me I'll be harvesting first thing in the morning, because that gate's still closed, but that one's now open. First load, I'm going to think maybe a half a dozen loads I may be taking out of there. Maybe not that much. It's hard to tell. Okay, maybe one of 4 loads. As you can see, our field's looking rather good, but not quite ready to be harvested just yet. That's our canola. And then, of course, we got ourselves our wheat right after that. It's looking good. The question is, will it harvest good in a couple of days? Well, the one good thing about harvesting the field... Okay, well, a couple things good about harvesting this field. One, I'm getting paid to do it. And 2, it is kind of telling me what I can expect for a yield out the field if I were to purchase it next season. Fingers crossed I can purchase it next season. But I would think I would get a little bit better yield because I'll probably take care of it maybe better, I would hope, than what this field currently is in. I got one more trip to make on down to Alien Grains with the barley. But before I do that, I want to get the combine out the field and the Massey Ferguson out the field. I'm going to go ahead and bale up the straw. What I think I'm going to do, I know she said she didn't really care about the straw and I could do whatever I want with it. I think what I'm going to do is, maybe she doesn't realize how much straw is here and actually how much you can get from straw to begin with. Maybe she just sees the price per 1,000 liters and doesn't think, you know, well, it's not really worth it. But I think what I'm going to do is when I sell the straw, I'll keep track of the straw and the money I bring in and give her half of it, half of the cash. I'm thinking she might be hurting a little bit for cash, so I'm going to go ahead and do that because there's plenty of straw here and I'm already getting paid well enough as it is, so I'm going to go ahead and sell the straw for her and give her half the money that I'm going to earn from doing that, because there's a lot of straw here. A lot of straw. Even more than what I was expecting for it to be. But also, by harvesting this field, I know my combine's ready to go for the year. I mean, I expected it to be anyways, because we repaired it and I was all set to go. But, yeah, it seems to be working out just fine. Last pass here, then like I said, I'm going to take the Massey Ferguson trailer and park it to the side for now. Get the combine out the field. I want to go ahead and get it baled. And I would like to sell all this straw and get it out of here. And that way I can call her up sometime around 9, 10 o'clock in the morning and tell her that her field is all set and give her a little bit of cash at the same time as well. Then I can focus on my grass field. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and bring the combine. Let's put the pipe in. Let's not leave it out. But let's get the combine out the field. Park it back in our yard. And then I'll bring the Massey Ferguson to it. And then I'll take the T8, fire that up, and get the baler on the back and get some baling done. Shouldn't take me as long as it did to harvest the field. I don't know how many bales I'm going to get off this field, but it's going to be a good amount. Then hopefully I can get them all transferred up to the livestock market. By the time I get done, the silage bales should be ready. Alright, I think I'm actually going to park the header over here this time. There's that, and then I'll just park the combine like this for now. This makes it a little bit easier with the header off, because with the header on, the pipe on the Dominator is about just a little bit wider than the header itself, so having the header off does make it easier to pull on in underneath the pipe here to get it unloaded into the trailer. Alright, so we'll just leave that there for now. And let's go get that straw swath all baled up. And I'll have a pretty darn good idea of what's in store for me later on. I'm trying to remember how many trips. I think it was like maybe 5 or 6 trips up to the livestock market before from our field that we usually have nothing but cereal crop in, so I can get an idea of how big the field actually is. Well, the first bale will be grass because I still have some grass left in it from cutting the other day. So I'll try to put that aside. I'll put it underneath the shed and wrap it up in a couple days when I cut the grass again. But all the rest definitely will be straw. And the good part about this is I'm not going to have to stop at any time because the bales will just spit out the back. So I can just go ahead and just keep on doing circles, get the headland parts done, and then work my way back and forth. Bale counter is on, so we'll see how many bales we end up with when we get done. I'm not really sure how many bales are actually going to be made, but I'm going to guess around 40. But there is one special bale. Don't ask me how it came out of the back of the baler and stood up like that. But, you know, we've all seen strange things before. But after I get done making this, I'm going to go ahead and make sure the pigs got some bedding, because they've been without straw since about last night. So they had to sleep in the mud last night, which they may enjoy. But I think I'm just going to go ahead and grab one bale off this field and sell the rest, because we'll be harvesting our field within about a day or two. So, and that last bale, straw bale that we bought from the store, lasted us quite a while. And that way I don't have a whole bunch of, you know, just 2 or 3 bales laying around. I will have that grass bale. I'll have to put that underneath the, well, in the big shed. Probably the best place for it. Get out of the element so it doesn't decay too much. And that's probably the last full bale I'll be able to make, and the rest will have to stay in the baler. Or I can just take it out and unclog it and get ready for the grass later on in a couple days. Let's go ahead and spit those out. Let's see what the bale counter says. Well, for some unknown reason, the bale counter is not working, so I'll have to count it afterwards. Maybe because it's on a contracted field, it doesn't show up. But it's kind of interesting that it shows 0 bales. Actually, my whole session is acting kind of... either way, I'm not too sure what's going on there. But the baler, yeah, we'll go ahead and put that away for now. Now, the livestock market does not open up until 8 o'clock, so no sense of rushing right up there. Let's go ahead and unhitch this. Nope, not yet. Don't want to get in that just yet. I want to get into this. There we go. Now we'll back up to our auto-loading baling trailer. But I will go ahead and get at least one load ready to go up to the livestock market. And they don't open up until 8 o'clock, so... Well, they're open now, but I guess the person that runs the sales does not open up until 8, so got some time to kill. Well, there's our first 16 bales I got to bring on up. So I probably got about 2 more loads, so maybe close to 50 bales we made. Not too bad. It's not going to break the bank, but it's definitely going to be a nice little bit of income, and I'm pretty sure when I give her half later on, she'll be pleasantly surprised how much straw I can bring on in. Hopefully, though, by doing it, she may ask for like the other half as well. Who knows? Alright, so let's go ahead. And what I'm going to do is we're going to bring the shredder over to the pig barn, pig sty. We'll drop that off. And then go grab a bale. Probably should repair this. As for filling up with diesel, yeah, I would have to go all the way across town. May pick a day that's kind of slow and bring it over because it's going to take me a while to get over there. Alright. And that should leave my bale spike ready to grab a straw bale, so let's go grab one of those. This little skid steer certainly does manage an 8,000 liter bale, no problem. But now comes the tricky part for me, is getting the bale to sit into the shredder just right. Had a little bit of a problem my first go around with it. Now I tried feeding it in before by unfolding the bale's shredder, but it didn't really go too well. It's going about just as well this time also, but hopefully it's kind of registered in there. Well, it's in there. How well is it in there? Well, it's good enough to go ahead and give the pigs some bedding. It looks like they took a lot more than what they actually did. But it's 1,000 liters for the pigs every time. And before I bring this on back, I probably got about another hour and a half on this, but we'll go ahead and give it a test anyways. It actually says less than an hour to go. So by the time I bring the straw bales up to the livestock market, get that done, I can come right over, start collecting some of these and get the BGA fed, and they can start processing our silage. So I got about a good 10-15 minutes to kind of mosey on around the farm. I'll probably go ahead and take care of the combine, put that away. Not enough time to really maybe bring the grain, rest of the grain to alien grain. I'll do that afterwards. Just got one more load to bring on down, not a whole lot in there. But then money will be changing hands, and by tomorrow, bank account's going to look a little different.